Hello all, welcome to Let Us Learn YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the important formula in DC circuits. The session starts with the Ohm's law. The statement, it states that the potential difference between the two end of a conductor is directly proportional to the current flowing through it, provided its temperature and other physical parameters remains constant or unchanged. The meaning is the potential difference between the two end of the conductor is directly proportional to the current flowing through it. It means the potential difference means it is a voltage. Voltage is directly proportional to the current flowing through it. So V is equal to I. Next, provided its temperature and other physical parameter remains constant or unchanged. It means the temperature should be remains constant. If temperature changes, the resistor value also get changed. So while going for the Ohm's law, we have to keep the temperature as a constant and other physical parameter remains constant. The meaning of the physical parameter is the length, diameter, cross section of any material we have to keep as a constant. V is equal to IR, where I is the current and R is the resistance and V is the voltage. Ohm's law magic triangle. So in this we are having triangle like this, VIR I made like this. So if you want to find the value of I, if you hide the value of I, you'll get V by R. Similarly, if you want to find the value of R, if you hide the value of R, we'll get V by I. If you want to find the value of V, if you hide the value of V, you will get V is equal to I into R. So next, the resistance in series circuit. If n equal resistors are connected in series, each having R ohms, then R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus keep on going plus Rn up to n resistance. The value we have to add it. So for this I'll explain with a good example. Here I am having one circuit, two resistors are there named as R1, R2, both are connected in series, and then total current is given as a I, applied voltage is V. So to find the equivalent resistance or total resistance for this circuit, we have to, the formula is R1 plus R2. Simply we have to add the total resistance, n number of resistors. So next one is resistance in parallel circuit. So if three resistors are connected in parallel, the formula is 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, or R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. If three equal resistors are connected in parallel, each resistors are R ohms. So for that I will explain with this example. Here I am having one circuit, total current is I, and then R1, R2, R3, three resistors are connected in parallel. So the current will divide I1, I2, I3. So here this is the total current. So in this case, if R1 value is R, R2 value is also R ohm, R3 value also R ohm. All three resistors value having the equal value of resistance. I am supposed to find the R equivalent. For that the formula is R equivalent is equal to value of the resistance. Value of resistance for three resistors is R. So R divided by number of resistors. Number of resistors you are having, three resistors are there. Therefore the equivalent resistance will be R by 3. So next concept is current divider rule. In a parallel circuit, the voltage will remain unchanged, but the current will be different. So with this example, I will explain you. I is the total current. While coming to this junction, it is dividing as I1 and then I2. R1 and R2, two resistors are connected in parallel. This is your applied voltage. So to find the value of I1 is equal to I into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Therefore, similarly I2 is equal to I into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. See here, to find the branch current, the concept is total current, where I is the total current into opposite resistance. If you want to find I1, for the I1 the opposite resistance is R2. So here I am putting R2 divided by total resistance. Total resistance is R1 plus R2. So here I mentioned R1 plus R2. Similarly for I2 is equal to this, I is the total resistance. For I2 the opposite resistance is R1. So I2 is equal to I into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. This is the formula. Next, voltage divider rule. In voltage divider rule, in a series circuit, the current will remain unchanged, but the voltage will be different. So here V1 is equal to V into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. V2 is equal to V into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So this circuit, it shows that here you are having two resistors are there, R1 and R2, both are connected in series, and then the total current is I, and then voltage across R1 is V1, voltage across R2 is V2, the applied voltage is V. So here I am supposed to find the voltage in across R1 and R2. That is coming under the voltage divider rule. So V1 is equal to V. V is the total voltage, and then for the voltage for R1, V1 is the voltage across R1. So I'm supposed to find V1. So for V1, this R1 resistors I am supposed to take. Same V1 is equal to V into R1, same resistor divided by total resistor. Similarly here V2 is equal to total voltage into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So next, Kirchhoff's law. Kirchhoff's law is further classified into two types. One is called as a current divider rule, that is Kirchhoff's current law, and then Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's current law, the statement is sum of incoming current is equal to the sum of outgoing current, or algebraic sum of current flowing towards the junction or node is equal to 0. With the example, I am going to explain this. See here, I1 current is flowing towards a junction. This point O is called as a junction, or otherwise it's called as a node. I1 is flowing towards a junction, I2 is flowing away from the junction, I3 is flowing away from the junction, and I4 is flowing towards the junction. Sum of the incoming current is equal to the sum of the outgoing current. So the formula will be I1 is flowing towards the junction, and then I4 is flowing towards the junction. So I am gathering the incoming current I1 plus I4, that is equal to I2 is away from the junction and I3 is away from the junction. So I2 plus I3. So the formula will get I1 plus I4 is equal to I2 plus I3. Sum of incoming current is equal to the sum of the outgoing current. Or else, according to this statement, algebraic sum of current flowing towards a junction or node is equal to 0. Algebraic sum means here I am considering the incoming current as a positive and then outgoing current as a negative. So here incoming current I1 is the incoming current. So here I am putting plus I1. I2 is the outgoing current, so minus I2, and then I3 is also outgoing current, so it is minus I3. I4 is the incoming current, so I mentioned here plus I4. So finally the equation is I1 minus I2 minus I3 plus I4 is equal to 0. This is the statement for the Kirchhoff's current law. So the point O is called as a junction or a node. So now Kirchhoff's voltage law. The statement, in any closed loop or electric circuit or mesh, the algebraic sum of voltage is equal to the applied voltage or source voltage, or algebraic sum of voltage drop is equal to 0. With this circuit I am going to explain this Kirchhoff's voltage law. Here I am having two resistors R1 and R2. The total current is I, and then this is your total EMF or total voltage source. So across this R1 the voltage will be V1, across this R2 the voltage will be V2. So here according to the statement, in any closed loop or electric circuit or mesh, the algebraic sum of voltage is equal to the applied voltage or source voltage. So here V1, that is a voltage across R1, and V2, that is a voltage across R2, that is equal to the applied voltage. So V1 plus V2 is equal to E, or else the algebraic sum of voltage drop is equal to 0. So V1 plus V2 minus E is equal to 0. If I take this side, it becomes minus. So V1 plus V2 minus E is equal to 0. This is the statement about the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So next, power. Power is equal to product of voltage and current. In formula, P is equal to VI. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. In terms of V, if I substitute IR, so we'll get P is equal to I into IR, that is I square R, or else we can make the formula P is equal to V square by R. So I hope you all enjoy this video. This video will be useful for you. Please subscribe, support, share. Thank you.